What's up, traders? Mike Katz here with 7 Points Capital. Good to be back on the desk after being off for a couple of days. And today we had not a whole lot of action. We had some sideways in a lot of the things I was looking for. The spiders did gap up and catch a bid and close near the highs. And we cleared the 274 level. So now we're getting up there near 280. And again, 280 and 274 should be interesting. But we did clear and we're still kind of in an uptrend and we should be testing these higher numbers. We'll see how that plays out. I was in a few names today. Overall, I had some P&L swings. Ended the day flat, slightly red. But at first I was down a decent amount, then I was up a really nice amount, and ended up coming back on me some symbols that I was going to swing. I ended up closing them out and ended up just finishing slightly red on the day. So let's go over some of these trades. We had, what was it, Twitter. Twitter was in play here, and it had a pretty big drop in the open. On the daily, we could see that 42 area is support. We bounced off a few times. We have this gap fill here. So if that was going to hold, I was interested. And the news was that they deleted, I don't know how many users, but a bunch of users, a bunch of handles where they were fake. They were just bots. So the market didn't like that. Takes a drop. And I tried on the long side for the first time around that support area we mentioned. And then, so I start legging in, start doing some adding, and then bam, I get stopped out here. So I took a 1 hour loss here, and afterwards it looked to me like it's putting in this higher low versus the morning lows here, where it went to 42.10 and it kind of held. And afterwards basically it went up, pulled back, made a higher low, and then here we could see that it just triggered stops with a slightly lower low versus here, and went higher. So when I saw that, I started working in, and I got a decent sized position here. And when it made a higher high, I added when it broke 43 right here. And then all of a sudden the headline hit that Twitter said the accounts that they deleted, they didn't really include them in their stats. So that was a pretty big spike there, and I started to sell after a decent pop here. I sold 25% here, 25% there and there. And then when it kind of started holding, I bought it. I bought some back. When it couldn't hold, I sold some. And then I bought some more. So overall, this was a really nice trade, and it ended up basically being my biggest winner on the day. Just being able to buy and then add on a breakout here when the higher lows held and that daily level held. And then I guess I got a little bit lucky where that's exactly after I bought it and added, we got that headline. We got a nice little spike, and that ended up working out. So Twitter was good, even though initially there was a loss in there. What else do we have? And then a lot of these low float garbage names, I'm not seeing a whole lot of follow through either way on these. So let's go over like BBOX, for example. Had some trades here. This one, so I was out Thursday, Friday. I didn't get caught up in the mess that this thing went from 80 cents all the way up to 220. So today when I came in, I figured day 3, this thing could probably top out. And it looks like pre-market was the time to get in. I just ended up watching it. My first day back on the open, I wanted to be really selective and not do a whole lot. So I missed the first drop, but then I had a decent drop after. And I could have traded around the core a little bit better, but I was just looking to trade and then to get an unwind in this. So started in, added, covered the ad, and then starting again, added, covered the ad when it didn't work, but then got much bigger right here and then much bigger right there. Covered some into this drop here, 210, 210, and then 206, I think it was. So that was good, but then it ended up coming back up, and I just closed everything here near the close. Made my way out of it, and that was that. So this ended up being a green trade. Could have been a lot better. I was considering holding this one overnight and swing if it was going to close weak, especially below $2, but it didn't, so I let this one go. What else? Next one was BNTC, and that was an okay one. The range on this pre-market was really big. Pre-market, this thing traded as high as $6. It came down by the open. This thing was down to 4. Had a big spike, and then I started in right here around $4 when it started holding below 4, and then added some more here, covered a tiny bit, and then covered the rest on the close. So it doesn't look like a lot, but I think I was able to make $1-ish, maybe a little less on this, which was okay. Again, this one I was gonna swing this one overnight, but I ended up staying with it. It looked like there's some more room, maybe unwinds down to like 250 or so, but I'll keep it on radar for tomorrow. This area here, volume profile, seems interesting. And what else? BNTC, BBOX, we went over, and STAF. This was the one that kind of gave back a lot of open P&L on this one. And let's go over it. STAF, STAF, day one pop. And I'll let you guys read the PR. Nothing crazy. Pops up here, 450. Little ad, gets stopped out, high day. And then it felt really heavy at high a day. Tried it again, started coming in, close it out. Fails again, tried it again here, and then bam, high a day, close it out. So that's third loss here. But again, it just acted like it was stop hunting, where it was taking out highs and failing. And as soon as I saw that, where I closed out here at the highs, I went right back in, decent size, and was able to capture this huge wash that came right after. So I went from 540 was my average, went all the way down to I think 440 or 450. Big dollar drop, awesome. And at that point I'm thinking, after a drop like that, I want to be adding on pops. I want to be adding this on consolidations, because this thing should be donezo, right? So get in, add some more. Big drop, what is this, like 370, I think. Sitting really pretty, really big open P&L, comes back into consolidation, and then bam, another nice add here. And at this point I'm thinking, if it closes weak, I want to hold this overnight, because this most likely goes back to 3, most likely goes back to 2, and this would have been a really nice home run if it did. But it got a nice squeeze on the close, squeezed the shorts, and when it started holding here, I thought, okay, maybe this is just a squeeze, maybe it'll unwind now, but then just went up, going up more. So I closed it out here for a loss. It ended up being a 4th loss, and this one ended up being my worst symbol on the day. So I was trying to feel my way around here and early, get stopped out, but when then if I didn't have follow through to the upside, I would get back in, stop out, no follow through, get back in, stop out, no follow through, get back in, and then finally caught a big drop. But I didn't trade around the core, I didn't do any covering, just kept getting bigger, thinking that there's going to be a huge unwind coming. And if it did unwind, then I could have looked like a genius here, right? But it ended up coming back. I think on my part, I could have managed risk a little bit better, stopping some out here above this consolidation, above here. But I didn't do that. I ended up taking everything off a little bit higher. So STAF didn't work. It'll be on my radar tomorrow. I just didn't want to be one of those, traders that gets squeezed into the close and holds it for the next day, and then there's a day 2 and it goes to $10 or whatever. So I decided to close it out. I don't know which way it goes tomorrow, but it'll be on my radar. But that's kind of what I've been seeing. A lot of these low floats, they moved and then they reverse. You don't get a whole lot of follow through in either direction. And that's the adjustment we have to make. I'm just looking forward to earnings that's coming up. I think we have banks start kicking it off soon, and then I'll be looking forward to some of the setups that I'm looking for in earnings season starting next week. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all the great feedback we've been seeing, and great or not, we want to hear. Give us the feedback, and we'll go from there. Thank you all. Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital, Trader Takeaways.